Welcome back. You know what you find at pretty much all networking events? Beer. And it's been bringing people together for thousands of years. And one of those places on the First Coast brews scene is Ruby Beach Brewing. And joining me from there is Patrick Pruitt, one of the brewers. Good to see you, brother.
Hello, my friend.
Great to see you.
Yes, sir.
Ruby Beach Brewing, for those who may not know about it, what's the story?
So Ruby Beach, I guess the name comes from back in the day, the first settlers at Jack's Beach, the Skull family. They had a daughter named Ruby. And so they named the beach Ruby Beach. It was only like that for a couple of years. It became Pablo Beach after that. But it's kind of an homage to the OG name of the beach.
Little history there.
Yeah, we're a new craft brewery. We've been open for just about a year. We're going to hit a year on Memorial Day weekend.
Nice.
So going to have a big party and stuff, of course. Lots of weird tappings for sure. But it's a locally owned craft brew pub at the beach. We're right across from the Seawalk Pavilion, where they do lots of events. This weekend they're doing a blues festival kind of deal. Lots of music things, wine tastings, beer tastings out there. So.
That's right. Spring in the Blues is this weekend.
That's right. Yeah.
Right across from City Hall too.
Exactly. Right across the street.
And so, which let's talk about. We'll talk about all the beers you guys do. But what beer did you bring with us today?
We're going to be tasting Scallywag. It's a new sour that we did. This is a prickly pear passion fruit sour.
Okay. So is this a mainstay? Is this going to be? Is this just
this
a one-off?
This is new. This is new and permanent. So we just got this out in distribution. You can find this around town, different bars and restaurants already.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I like to know that you can get it other places in case, because I live down in Springfield, so if I can't make it out to you guys.
Yeah, you can definitely get it around there.
All right. So sours. We've done a couple sours a couple weeks in a row now. Talk about what you're a brewer. Talk about the difference in how to make a sour.
So basically, in the brewing process, once you get to the boil, you start with a mash-in where your water is extracting sugars, enzymes, proteins from your grains. And then after that, you move the liquid over to a boil kettle. You get it to a boil for an hour. You do your hop additions and all that, and then you knock the beer out into a fermenter. So for a sour, instead of knocking it out that day, we'll get it to a boil to pasteurize it, or just about a boil. And then we drop down the temperature in the boil kettle still. And we add, well, for us, we add a yogurt pitch, which has got tons of lactobacillus and basically lots of different strains that are going to funkify that beer. So we'll generally do them on a Friday, because then once you do that pitch, it'll sour over the weekend. We can measure the pH and see it drop. So generally we get it to about 3.2 pH, which is the sweet spot for me.
Yeah.
Nice and tart. It's still got a little bit of residual sweetness.
Because sours range. They're like, it's similar to the IBU.
Yeah,
I think sours are so new. Have they even created a scale? Because there's the ABV, which on this one is what? A 6.2?
6.2% on the Scallywag.
And what do you think the IBU on this would be?
Let's see, the IBUs.
Be bitter?
It's about 20 IBUs.
So this is really low on that.
Low.
IPAs are super high. But have they made a scale for sours yet? Because some sours are like,
right. Yeah. It's really just a matter of the pH. So 3.2 is a really good spot, like I said. It's pretty rare you're going to find sour beer under that. I think one of the most sour beers done has been like 2.8 or something like that. But
these are great. These will take you back to your Sour Patch Kid days.
Yes, sir.
And just popping those things in your mouth. Oh, this is so good.
Nostalgia in a glass, man.
Nostalgia in a glass at Ruby Beach Brewing. Thanks, man. Thanks for bringing this.
Of course.
And they got a whole bunch of other beers. You can go check them out. Just head down there to Jack's Beach. You can see them. And if you're thirsting to see this segment again, don't worry. You can catch it and share it from our website later today. We'll be right back. Starts getting hot. That is beautiful.